Hello class, I'm Happy Narang, your subject teacher of water management in horticulture crops. Today's topic is method of irrigation. Irrigation is the artificial application of water to the land or soil. It is used to assist in the growing of agricultural crops, maintenance of landscapes, and revegetation of disturbed soils in dry areas and during periods of inadequate rainfall. There are some necessity of irrigation: insufficient rainfall, uneven distribution of rainfall, improvement of perennial crop, and development of agriculture in desert area. Benefits of irrigation are increase in crop yield, protection from famine, cultivation of superior crops, elimination of mixed cropping, economic development, hydropower generation, domestic and industrial water supply. There are some drawbacks of irrigation: rising of water table, formation of marshy land, dampness in weather, loss of valuable lands. Methods of irrigation, only we will discuss two methods: subsurface and surface irrigation, and rest of them, that is a sprinkler and drip irrigation, we will discuss in next session. Surface method of irrigation: water is either ponded on the soil or allowed to flow continuously over the soil surface for the duration of irrigation. It doesn't result in high levels of performance. This is mainly because of uncertain infiltration rates, which are affected by year to year changes in the cropping pattern, cultivation practices, climate factors, and many other factors. Uncontrolled flooding: when water is applied to the cropland without any preparation of land and without any leaves to guide or restrict the flow of water on the field. The method is called uncontrolled, wild, or free flooding. Uncontrolled flooding generally results in excess irrigation at the inlet region of the field and insufficient irrigation at the outlet end. Efficiency is reduced because of either deep percolation or flowing away of water from the field. And the advantage of this method is the low initial cost of land preparation. Border strip method of irrigation is a controlled surface flooding method of applying irrigation water. In this method, the farm is divided into a number of strips. These strips are separated by low leaves or borders. The border strip method is suited to soil of moderately low to moderately high intake rates and low erodibility. This method, however, requires preparation of land involving high initial cost. As you can see in this figure, the check method of irrigation is based on rapid application of irrigation water to a level or nearly level area completely enclosed by dikes. In this method, the entire field is divided into a number of almost level plots surrounded by leaves. This method is suitable for a wide range of soils, ranging from very permeable to heavy soils. Loss of water through deep percolation near the supply ditch and surface runoff can be minimized, and adequate irrigation of the entire farm can be achieved. Thus, application efficiency is higher for this method, and there is some loss of cultivable area which is occupied by the leaves, as you can see in this figure. Basin method you can understand by this figure. Furrow method, an alternative to flooding the entire land surface, is to construct small channels along the primary direction of the movement of water and letting the water flow through these channels, which are termed furrows. Furrows necessitate the wetting of only about half to one-fifth of field surface. This reduces the evaporation loss considerably, and it provides better on-farm water management capabilities for most of the surface irrigation conditions and variable and severe topographical conditions. Possibility of increased erosion: furrow irrigation requires more labor than any other surface irrigation method as shown in this figure. Subsurface irrigation or simply sub-irrigation is the practice of applying water to soil directly under the surface. Moisture reaches the plant roots through capillary action. The conditions which favor sub-irrigation are as follows: impervious subsoil at a depth of 2 meters or more, a very permeable subsoil, a permeable loam or sandy loam surface soil, uniform topographic conditions, and moderate ground slopes. Conditions that favor subsurface irrigation: an impervious subsoil at a depth of 2 meters or more, a very permeable subsoil of reasonably uniform texture permitting good lateral and upward movement of water, permeable loam or sandy loam surface soil, uniform topographic conditions and moderate slope, existence of high water table, irrigation water is scarce and costly, soil should be free of any salinity problem, it must be ensured that no water is lost by deep percolation. Subsurface irrigation is made by constructing a series of ditches or trenches 60 to 100 cm deep. Width of trenches is about 30 cm and vertical. Spacing between the trenches varies between 15 to 30 meter depending on soil types and lateral movement of water in soils. There are some suitable crops. Various type of crops, particularly with shallow root system, are well adapted to subsurface irrigation system. Wheat, potato, beet, peas, fodder crops, etc. And there are some advantage. Maintenance of soil water at favorable tension loss of water by evaporation is held at minimum. Can be used for soils with low water holding capacity and high infiltration rate, where surface irrigation methods cannot be adopted and sprinkler irrigation is expensive. There are some limitations: presence of high water table, poor quality irrigation water cannot be used, good quality water must be available, chances of saline and alkali conditions being developed by upward movement of salts with water. Soils should have a good hydraulic conductivity for upward movement of water. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.